And my name's Jean Conley. I'm with Middlesex GWOT. We're here for our veterans, and I usually like to open this up with a moment of silence for our fallen veterans who are no longer here. Thank you. We have to remember we have our freedom for our veterans, and that's why we're raising money, but I'm going to get more into what we're doing. But I know we did the national anthem for the motorcycle ride, but so many other people are here for the chicken barbecue, and I personally don't think we can sing the national anthem enough. So I'm going to have Maureen sing the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you, Maureen Killalay. She did a great job, huh? So as I said, I'm Jean Conley, and I'm with Middlesex GWOT. We are, our goal is to raise a monument to honor our veterans in Pepperell. Now, the veterans that we're honoring are mainly GWOT, that means Global War on Terror, but any veteran can be recognized at our monument with the purchase of a brick. So the GWOT veterans would be in a certain spot, and then any veteran like my husband Bob, who served in the Army during Vietnam era, my dad, I've gotten bricks for, David Walsh, who's also here, any veteran can be recognized with the purchase of a brick. We also have a ring of fallen heroes. So if someone's here and says, you know what, I don't know a veteran, well, we'd like to recognize every fallen hero who we've lost since 9/11 in Massachusetts. In Massachusetts, we've already lost 280. I might be off on one or two, but we've only been able to have bricks for like 55 of them. So if anyone would like to buy a brick, it's $75, and I'll take it in installments. If you want to send me $5 a week, I'll take $5 a week. Anything for our veterans. So where are we at? We're at 140,000, mainly because of you guys, and I can't thank you enough. For coming out. It's not just the big corporate's giving us, it's the small money that gives us where we're at. 140,000, we hope to break ground this year. Our goal is 200. We know we can make it this year. Dedication will be next June. Follow us on Facebook, follow us to find out about it, because everyone who attends our event should come to our dedication, because you deserve to be recognized for helping us. I cannot say enough of my team, and I'm going to get my cook team and my committee and everyone who's been here. I cannot do it without them. Kathy Sherman is my right, left-hand man. Like people say, Jean, you're it. No, it's the team, and it's also Kathy, my left-hand man. I'm going to move this over. So I'm going to move this over to a GWOT veteran. I have Jason Mann, who's a U.S. Navy chief, 27 years. Did I say that right? I believe. And he's going to just talk to us a little bit about his time in serving our country, our wonderful country. God bless America.
How we doing today, guys? Woo! Is that a hell of a ride or what?
Yeah! It was a hell of a ride.
I love getting up early on a Saturday morning, getting with about 100 of my closest friends, jumping on a bike, and taking an 85-mile ride. The weather held out. We had a great day. So, Gene and Kathy asked me to come up here and say a few things. So, as Gene explained, I'm a 26-year Navy chief, retired in January 2017.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It was, best ride of my life. I can tell you that right now. I joined the Navy right out of high school, right out of Westford, Massachusetts. Traveled around the world 2.5 times. In 2004, I accepted a billet to Naval Special Warfare to be the first non-SEAL combatant, interrogator, and counterterrorism specialist. In 2005, I was assigned to SEAL Team 10. I was getting ready to go out and meet the rest of my team who I had trained with. And Operation Red Wing happened. For those of you who are in the crowd, I'm sure you know Operation Red Wing, Lone Survivor. I was transferred from flying out to meet them to come back and conduct CACO duty. So I had to go and tell families, hey, Dad's not coming home. That weighed on my heart. I lost my mom at 18 to cancer just after I joined the service. And weighed on my heart. I went to the memorial service in 2005, and I watched those young family members, those young kids, stand up for Dad and take the medals and stand tall for their family. And it ate at me a little bit. In 2007, I was on my 4th tour into Iraq. It's about halfway through. My wife, who I love dearly, and I've been with 19 years, called my ombudsman, and for those of you in other services, the ombudsman is the person of contact that the family's contact if they need to get a hold of their sailor deployed, and asked for me to come home. And I kindly told her, no, my team is here. I'm here doing a job. She said, my mom's got stage 4 cancer. I need you to come home. And I said, no. And my 3 teammates, Jason Lewis, Rob McCrill, and Steve Daughtry sat me down. They said, Jason, you have 2 options. They're simple options. Get on the plane, enjoy your peanuts, and go home and take care of your family. Or we will duct tape you to the wing, and you will go home and take care of your family. So I begrudgingly got on the aircraft because I figured peanuts was better than duct tape. Those 3 guys took my spot. Jason took my spot in the Humvee where I normally sit. Went out, I was home 3 days. They went out on an op, and an IED went off. And I lost all 3 of those guys that night. July 6, 2007, I will remember that day forever. Before I went back into Iraq, I went to their memorial service and I watched their kids from 5 to 15 stand up there again. And I said, I got to do something to honor my teammates, to honor my friends, to honor these guys that said to me, go home, we've got your back. And that I'm still here today because of them. So I started looking around. In 2009, I left the community. I needed to be closer to my wife and my mother-in-law who was dealing with cancer. I took a billet to a ship. I started looking around trying to figure out what I was going to do to honor my brothers that had fallen. And I thought about sending them to college. And then I realized there are 5 amazing nonprofits that do nothing but send Gold Star kids to college. I didn't want to compete for their money. I didn't want to take away from their mission. So I didn't know what I was going to do. And a friend of mine had a son, and he said, hey, I just talked to my son, and he's having a blast at summer camp. Kind of clicked in my mind, summer camp. What if I could let these kids just go and be a kid for a week, 2 weeks? So in 2010, I wrote out a business plan, and I presented it to my wife, who I did not tell any of this to, and said, I want to start a nonprofit. And I want to send children of fallen military, I want to send Gold Star kids to summer camp. Any camp, anywhere they want to go. We'll pay for the camp, we'll pay for the travel, We'll pay for anything they need for the camp. We want to get them there, let them have a good time, and get them home, and give them a time to just be a kid. So in 2011, we became a nonprofit. And through personal donations, through fundraisers, through the hard work of my board, some who are here today, my wife, this summer that we're closing out, we have sent 83 kids to 70 different camps all over the country. Thank you. So the cool thing is I get to meet people like Kathy and Jean, and I got to meet them a little over a year and a half ago. And I'm honored that we partner with them, because it's events like this. It's not just about the ride, it's about the veterans, but it's about getting a message out for people. It's about having something that people that are like-minded, that want to support, understand the missions. So that's what I do. I am the president and co-founder of Operation Camp, along with my wife, my board of director, my best friend Matt, who I've known for 40 years, and said, yeah, I'll come along for the crazy ride. And his wife, Jamie, who couldn't be here today. So that's pretty much what it is. I've had the fortunate to serve with some of the best people in the military, some of the people that do some of the hard work. And what I mean by hard work is that job that 1% of the military does. I'm honored to call them friends. I'm honored to call them brothers. I'm honored to call them teammates. But what I'm most honored to call myself now is a veteran and a proud American. So I thank you guys for giving me the time to stand up here and talk. Thank you guys for letting me ride with you. And enjoy the day. I'm going to give the mic back to Kathy now, or Jean.
Tinsel land, lost and wasted life, painful scars of roll that's left me. Well, thank you, God, for teaching me brand new ways to be cruel. If I find my mind, I guess I'll just leave. And it's guitars, Cadillacs, hillbilly and music, lonely, lonely streets that I call home. Yeah, my the only thing that keeps me hanging on, yeah. And it's guitars, Cadillacs, that I call home. You might guitars, Cadillacs, hillbilly music, the only thing that keeps me hanging on. It's the only thing that keeps me hanging on. It's the only thing that keeps me hanging on. Right, thank you. Sure. It's always interesting playing on a flatbed because everything moves. So as we're playing and moving, the mic just shakes back and forth, and so I gotta kind of figure out where it's going. But it's good, that's right. Gets into it, you know? It's high tech, yes. We are high tech here. Yes.
Let them know if people want tickets. Red Tent has tickets for the chicken barbecue.
Okay, for anybody that is looking for tickets for the chicken barbecue, the Red Tent has tickets for the chicken barbecue, and I guess we're going to have some raffles and all sorts of great stuff happening this afternoon.
Red Tent.
So once again, the Red Tent for the tickets for the chicken barbecue. And how about Jean? How about for the raffle? Is that each and every? Okay, right under the Red Tent. Same thing. The Red Tent is the way you want to go.
That's right. You got it.
There we go. All right. This is one by Mr. Stevie Ray Vaughan. see a man get me. Yes, she's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm a little lover boy. All right. Thank you very much. All right. That's Stevie Ray. We'll do a tropical one for you now, for anybody that may have a beverage in hand. Oh, you're welcome. Sure, we're going to slow it down just a tiny bit. Feel free to sing along. It's a tune by Mr. Jimmy Buffet. We're dusting a few things off. They haven't played in a while, so we might get a few keys wrong here and there, but that's all right. It's all right. It's all right. All right. Yeah, you're the one exception, right? All right, here we go. Watching the sun bake, although those tourists
you. All right. We're going to ask our lead guitarist to turn up a bit. It doesn't happen often, but I think in this situation it's appropriate. He can turn up, right? So once again, we are called Borrowed Time. We are very honored to be here today. Thank you for inviting us, and best of luck to Middlesex GWOT in your endeavor to build a monument downtown. Thanks everyone for showing up today. We do a variety of music. I'm going to do something now by a group called the Mavericks. Hope you like it. Usually there's a whole big horn section with the band. Well, not this band, but the actual band that plays it, but we can't afford a horn section. So just imagine a horn section.
If you want to fake being a horn section out there, please feel free.
Yeah.
Sleep awake anymore. Ever since you first walked out the door, and I just started drinking to forget. But I don't think the worst has happened yet. All you ever do bring me down, making me a fool all over town. They all wonder why I wear a frown. That's 'cause, honey, all you do is bring me down. Bring me down. It's funny how my whole world fell apart. I think I saw it coming from the start. I tried to tell myself that you'd be true, but I expected way too much of you. All you ever do is bring me down, making me a fool all over town. They all wonder why I wear a frown. That's 'cause, honey, all you do is bring me down. Let's go there. All you ever do is bring me down, making me a fool all over town. They all wonder why I wear a frown. That's 'cause, honey, all you do is bring me down. That's 'cause, honey, all you do is bring me down. Honey, all you ever do is bring me down. 2, 3, 4.
Cha-cha-cha, yes. Awesome. An extra cha, that's all right. That's all right. So once again, anybody looking for tickets for the barbecue and for the raffles, over there at the red tent. I'm going to play for a little while longer. I think I'll have some announcements coming up. Tom is switching guitars now. It's a multi-instrumentalist. Yeah, how's the chicken, by the way? Drummer's wondering. Oh, we got thumbs up. All right, let's have a big round of applause for everyone that's worked hard over there. Yes. Okay, Bahama Breeze, quote unquote, they are offering nice beverages. So, all right, go get a nice beverage from Bahama Breeze. Sure. All right, we're going to slow it down now. Hopefully you recognize this song. The band that did this next tune was very famous for a song called Wild Thing. We don't have it on our set list today, but we're going to do their other big hit. See if you recognize it. Once again, kicked off by our lead player. Thanks again for having us. Welcome everybody to the 6th annual Freedom Ride for Middlesex GWOT. Thank you for supporting a very worthwhile cause. going to be some raffles and some other announcements coming up soon. And actually, this next tune here we're going to do by the Man in Black, and I think most of you here are familiar with a young gentleman by the name of Chris Gwynn. Chris actually has generously donated his time to a fundraiser for my program, and I think I played here with him last year. And unfortunately, Chris couldn't make it this year because he hurt himself to the point where he couldn't even play guitar. So hopefully he's doing okay. Hey, Chris. We'll see you when you're feeling better. Hopefully you're back out here. But we're going to dedicate this next song to Chris Gwynn.
I hear that train a-coming, it's rolling round the bend. Ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But those people keep moving on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mom told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head. Oh, let's cry loud. I bet there's rich folks sitting in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. Those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. Oh, one more. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, probably move on over a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.
All right, we thank you very much. I'm going to ask our lead guitarist to take the vocals on the next tune, so I'll introduce everybody really quick. Way over there on my right to your left, this is Mr. Russ Barrows coming out from Winchendon, Mass. That's way out west somewhere. Hi, Russ. Back here on the drums from Leominster, Massachusetts, this is Mr. Ron Danino. Over here on my left, from Melrose, Mass, he can see the ocean from his house. It's Mr. Tom Morse.
If I get on my roof, I can see the ocean.
I live about 5 minutes away from Ron. My name's Mike LaVoy. And again, we're calling Borrowed Time. Thanks for having us. We're glad to be here, honored to be here, really. And we definitely support the mission of Middlesex GWOT, and we wish you all the best in raising enough money to build a monument here in town. And on that note, Tom's going to kick off the next song.
It's an old rockabilly tune from the 50s.
Well, I come to say you do when you don't. Say you will, honey, when you won't. Let me know, honey, how you feel. I'm begging up is my friend. Say, look, honey, don't. Honey, don't. Honey, don't. A little
that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Play a very deep song now. Oh, Russ kind of gave it away.
Mike, we're going to be selling chicken for $5 a bag.
Tickets for $5 a... Say that again?
Chicken. Selling chicken for
Chicken.
$5
I'm sorry, I heard
per
tickets.
head.
I'm sorry. Chicken. All right, I get it now.
Chicken.
Yes. Sounds like $5. All right.
Chicken. You have to have
Chicken,
the,
not tickets.
Chicken, $5 a bag.
Russ is playing, not Russ, Ron's playing cymbals too loud, so I just got this like sizzling. Chicken for $5 a bag. All right. So we're gonna drag out this intro. Here's a tune. Yeah, just like that. All right. It is. We have to. It's really important that we're in tune for this song. Outside can be a challenge, the humidity and all that stuff. But
Yeah, most of the others we're not in tune for, but every so
Yeah.
often we like to
we
pitch
try
for
to
one.
yeah. Especially something like this right here. It goes. It's very deep. The only two things in life that make it worth living is guitars tuned good and firm feeling women. I don't need my name in the marquee lights. I've got my song and I've got you with me tonight. Maybe it's time we got back to the basics of love. Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas, with Waylon and Whaley and the boys. The successful life we're living's got us feuding like the Hatfield and McCoys. Between Hank Williams pain songs and Newton's train songs and blue eyes crying in the rain. Out in Lukenbach, Texas, there ain't nobody feeling no pain. So baby, let's sell your diamond rings, buy some boots and faded jeans and go away. This cold tie's choking me, your high society, you cry all day. We've been so busy keeping up with the Jones, four-car garage and we're still building on. Maybe it's time we got back to the basics of love. Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas, Waylon and Willie and the Two by Willie Jennings. Okay, it's a tune that we're gonna. I mentioned earlier we're gonna dust off a few tunes. This is one we are definitely dusting off, and we never used to play this with the key change. We're gonna do it today. We're all starting together. It's in the key of G. It's a mid-tempo tune by Creedence Clearwater Revival. Yeah, here we go. Mid-tempo. Couldn't tell when the last time I was ever played that. Okay. Thank you, appreciate that. All right, let's pick the tempo back up. Any Leonard Skinner fans out there? Let me ask you again. Any Leonard Skinner fans out there? Yeah, here we go. All right, give me 3 steps. You can see or hear the gears up here in his head going, how does this go? I can hear it. See, it's yeah. All right, here we go. You can do it. Thank you very much. All right, we're gonna do a few more songs. I believe, according to Gene, we're gonna do the raffles at 2:30, right? Gene, there you are. Yes. A committee photo. All right. We need that. Yes, committee photos. That's important. All right, we shall carry on. Here's one by Buffalo Springfield. We are, as a matter of fact, and I hope you are too, because that's how we're playing it. So anyway, we're going to play this tune. It's called For What It's Worth. You probably have no idea what we're talking about, but as soon as we start playing it and singing it, you'll know what the tune is. Something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there telling me I've got to beware. It's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Bad lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind. Time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. All right, we thank you very much. Isn't that a tune by Creedence?
this badge from me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Thank you very much. Great. Last call for raffles.
I couldn't do them. I don't watch that in one of them.
Oh, the oil is up to 126. Somebody outbid Gene by $1. Where's the fiend?
Okay? And silent auction will probably close around 2:45, 3 o'clock, and I'll announce it. But last call for raffles.
Last call for raffles.
And 50-50 Bobby.
And 50-50. Bobby, right? Bobby's got, is it the yellow tickets, Gene? All right. Bobby's got the yellow tickets for the 50-50 raffle. This is the last call for the raffles for the 50-50.
I'll take a 50-50 if you...
Yeah, actually, Bobby, if you can make your way up to the stage, we'll pay you while we're playing, okay? No, I'm serious. Come on up. We'll take care of it somehow. All right, I guess we'll do one or two more tunes. I think we'll have the raffles after this. Here we go. No pressure. No pressure at all.
Tried to take me upstairs for a
Thank you very much for calling Borrowed Time. I believe it is time for the raffle, so we're going to take a short break and we'll do a few more tunes for you. Thanks for staying with us at the 6th annual Freedom Ride for Middlesex GWOT. So once again, last call on the raffles, 50-50. Now's the time to get your tickets, and the tickets will be drawn very soon. So I'm just watching Tom tune right now because actually the tuner is upside down, so he's reading the letters backwards. So I'm just, this is actually entertaining. You got it? Yeah, it looks like it. All right. Yeah, playing outside has its challenges. Humidity and moisture and all that stuff. Wooden instruments. Your chord's going through that strap too. What's going on? You gotta play both guitars during the song? He is multi-talented. Good?
I got the house.
Together we'll stand.
See if you recognize this one. This is probably the newest tune we do. We don't do a whole lot of new tunes, but this is a newer tune. Newer, yeah. It's one by Josh Turner. You played it with us last week. It'll come back to you. In the key of G, guys. Has some really low notes on it, but you'll recognize it. Thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling quite as strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. There's no hurry, don't you worry. We can take our time. Come a little closer. Let's go over what I had in mind. Lock the door and turn the lights down low. Put some music on that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt the feeling quite as strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. Ain't nobody would I love you. Well, now you don't know how long I've wanted to. Lock the door and turn the lights down low. Put some music on that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling quite this strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. Let's go around again. Why not? Ain't nobody, ever love nobody. Will I love you? Well, now you don't know how long I've wanted to. Lock the door and turn the lights down low. Put some music on that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling quite as strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. newest song that we do. All right. Let's have a big hand again. Once again, over there on my right, on your left, this is Mr. Russ Barrows on the bass guitar. He's coming from Winchendon, Mass. Right behind me, this is Mr. Ron Danino on the drums. He's from Leominster. Ron plays with us once in a while. It had been quite a while, and he played with us last week, so we're dusting stuff off. I think he's doing a good job, huh? He's doing good. They didn't throw anything, so I think we're good, huh? Over here on my left, you're right, this is Mr. Tom Morris on the guitar. He comes from Melrose. My name's Mike Lavoie. I'm from Leominster, Mass. I live close to Ron. Anyway, we call it Borrow Time. We're going to do a few more tunes for you. I think the announcements are done. Like I said, we'll do a couple more tunes. And if Gene wants to come up and do one or two more, we'll do that. But thanks for staying with us. Thanks for supporting Middlesex GWOT. Really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you at the next fundraiser. All right, so we've been joking, like I said, this week. You know, we're pulling out some tunes we haven't played for a while. So this is definitely one we haven't played for a while. The way that we rehearse is we listen to the songs on the way to the gig.
Don't tell them what it is. You might not recognize it.
Yeah, maybe if you don't recognize it, yeah. But anyway, we'll get through it.
If you don't recognize it, it's an original.
Tom wrote this one.
I'm just going to count it 5, 4, 8 measures. I'll count 5. I'll count 5.
thanks again for having us. We are called Borrowed Time. And congratulations to Middlesex GWOT. I hope that you had a successful day, successful fundraiser, and successful ride. And we'd be honored to play for you again. Thanks for having us. We're going to do a couple more. Here's one, do an early rock and roll tune. And we got one more for you.
Good job!
Song by Mr. Chuck Berry, actually. He passed away last year. He was an early rock and roll musician. I saw him in Boston a while back. He's interesting. Here we go. In the key of A. Thanks for coming out for the 6th annual Freedom Ride for Middlesex GWOT, and we definitely support the organization. We hope you get the monument built, and definitely worthwhile. We got one more tune for you. It's a short one, and we're going to dedicate this one because we have to. We're at a VFW. We can't play at a VFW and not do this. So we want to at first thank all of our veterans. Thank you for your service. I thought I was going to have some family here today, but I guess they didn't make it, and I was hoping my grandfather would make it, but he wasn't able to. But he's a World War II vet, just turned 93 recently. So it's important to do stuff like this, it really is, and we support what you're doing. So again, thank you to our veterans, and thank you to our servicemen and women, and especially to those that are deployed. We hope you come home soon. There's one more tune for everybody. God bless America.
stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountain to the prairie to the oceans white with fog. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home
Thank you, Recall Borrowed Time. Thank you for having us. Have a safe ride home.